scary. So hold on to your finger caps for me for just a second. Now, in order to see something in someone else, it's because you have seen it in yourself, right? Now, granted, we can play devil's advocate and say, no, it's because I've experienced someone with said qualities or characteristics. That's how I'm able to identify it outside of who I am. Still playing. Even though that can be a thing, but let me throw this at you, right? Sometimes something can look like something else and not be that. For instance, they have the phrase, two things can be true at the same time, right? Also, let me throw another example at you, how, like, let me see. Okay, like for instance, like someone can have diabetes, right? Or, and the symptoms of diabetes. But, however, on the other flip side, the symptoms of diabetes are very similar to the symptoms for hypertension. But they are not the same thing. By far are not the same thing. Even with that, when it comes down to mental disorders, oh my God, and that's a big one. Like, there are so many mental disorders that look like the next thing. And this is why people have junk diagnosis, so forth and so on, and get misdiagnosed, right? Okay, I'm rambling about that, but that's not the point here. The point being is that the reason why you're able to see something in someone else is because you have it. You see it. You've experienced it in yourself, okay? Have you or have heard someone, you yourself, or have you heard someone say, oh, that kid or that person, that man, that woman is destined for greatness? Like, I can see it. You're like, oh, I can see that they're destined for greatness, right? And here's the part where I might lose a couple of y'all because of what I'm going to say. The other thing is when someone might say, oh, no, they're jealous or they just want what I have. And this is why I say I might lose y'all, because I know it's sending a negative connotation, right? And here's the challenge. Be aware of what you're thinking. Like, that's the whole point. The whole point is to be aware of what you're thinking and what you're sending out, because you can turn it around. Like, you can alchemize that and change it, right? Because if you're denying that you're having these thoughts, then who are you really helping?